I'm back at the Palathon.
Well done, soldier. Meet me in the vault. We can finally have that conversation that I've been trying to avoid.
Sir?
Back here, Jack. Here. This dossier is for you. My report of Sandrak's time as an immortal. Some details remain classified. I'm sure you understand.
This will have to do then. Thank you, sir.
Come. Show me the mark you recovered from the Shrine Forge.
Sure.
It lets you feel the movements of the Binding Stone?
Yeah. Sandrak's definitely sailing the deep mirror, but his movements are weird. Erratic.
Unfortunately, we can't afford to send a large force out to sea. Most of the Light's army musters at the front, and we need them to remain there. You, Zendara, and Devon will have to face Sandrak alone. Well, not exactly alone. My contacts in the Clayless Traders Guild provided us with a Colossal during the Trench Ship Rebellion. I never gave it back. It'll take time to wake her up. She's not seen service in a very long time. Captain Selko's a fine steersman, if I recall correctly.
And I can guide him to wherever Sandrak is using my mark.
That's the plan. Now, unless you have something else to ask me, that'll be all.
Look, I know what I said earlier, but you've been hiding anything and everything about Sandrak being an immortal since day one. I deserve more than a report you wrote up.
Tell me, Jack, if you had a very close friend that you shared a common cause with for the longest time, a vision of what was right and true and good, and they betrayed that vision, betrayed you, how would you feel? Would you want to talk about it? Could you talk about it? If the person you...
Yes, absolutely. I'd have to know how it even got to that point.
Sandrak and I were companion in arms for longer than you've been alive. And then one day, he refused to participate in a mission that could have very well ended the war.
What mission?
Read the report.
And we're back to that.
Look, what's important is that Sandrak had orders, and he allowed his own hubris to ignore them. He made a decision that jeopardized the rest of us because he thought he knew better.
Yeah. Hubris sure is some bad news. It's terrible.
For the breaking of his oaths to the Order, I exiled him back to Rasharn as punishment, thinking his ancestral enemies there would be the death of him.
That last part didn't work out.
Not even a little bit.
All right. I've got everything I need, sir.
Zendara and Devon should have already returned by now. You'll all set out for the Deep Mere in the morning. Oh, one more thing. The Oromik girl, Kenzie, she wanted to speak to you when you returned from the Shrine Forge. I think she's a bit smitten with you.
Yeah, I don't know if it's limited to just me, sir.
Initiate, come up to the war chamber. Devon and I have decided that since we might die in the morning, we should,
Get hammered!
Yes. That.
On my way. I've got 100 Allori chasing me. Nowhere to go. All by myself. And then, boom! I'm grabbed by the neck. I can't breathe. Sure, just interrupt my story in the rudest, most disgusting way imaginable. That's cool.
I honestly forgot you were telling one. Oh, did I ever tell you guys about the time I almost turned 100 years old? My company was holed up in the trenches at True Haven Pass. I was still assigned to Light's army then. Medical watch, yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a lie.
Absolutely serious. The Rashanians hit the trench with an aging spell. By morning, we're suddenly too tired to fight. We're too infirm. Our brains are muddled. We've got the cataracts. So, anyway, I see myself in a mirror, right? I look like my father. My father was a very unattractive man, Jack. We call him the Turtle. I am not going to age well.
So tell me, sir, when did you say to yourself, hey, bigotry, it's not really so bad, is it?
I have to make a far call.
Are you referring, Initiate, to why I think the unforeseen are a curse?
Yep.
Telenir was a small city in Kalthus. The priests there believed that the Lightless were given some divine role by the Pentasod, and they didn't allow Magni within their walls. Can you imagine? A city without magic?
I'm not an asshole, so yes.
One day, at some morning prayer, a young girl, in Unforeseen, just exploded with wild magic. She died screaming as spellfire erupted from her body. All of Telenir started burning. And because there were no Magni around, this wild magic went unchecked. The whole city, and everyone in it, were reduced to ashes.
That's all very sad and terrible, sir. But we're not all that little girl. That's not how it happened with me.
It could have. There's no protection against your kind. And when you do happen, more often than not, people around you die.
Okay, enough of that. My father always said the best way to mend bridges between parties that held wildly divergent opinions was to find a commonality in vice. Drink up, nerds.
Another.
How'd a fucking bird get in here?
Oh, good. You see it too? Ew.
You still have that thing about birds.
Birds absolutely do not give a shit about the way their heads look when they walk. I would be mortified.
Another.
Damn it.
Another.
Use your lash! Use your lash! I know. Another.
Am I dead? Ugh.
It's him, isn't it? Sandrak's moving towards the font. Showtime, then. And listen, I may not like what you are, Jack, but I like who you are.
That feels really abstract and not entirely okay, but thanks. I think.
The Immortals are better because of you. And Lucian may end up surviving because an Unforeseen led the charge.
Morning, sir.
Unfortunately,
It was a good night, sir. I won my retirement fund betting on your skill at beer pong.
wait, you were there? I didn't see you.
You weren't seeing much by that point, sir. Duty calls, though. Come to the docks over in Thaven's Point. We're nearly ready to cast off.
All right. See you soon.
Does seasickness cancel out hangovers? Or is it more of an additive thing?
Hardcore.
Welcome aboard, Immortals. What's our bearing, sir?
Can't give you anything precise, Captain, but north by northeast, 5 knots. If Sandrak changes course, you'll be the first to know. Something wrong?
Just the fact that this mission and the war hinges on something that we don't understand. At all.
We'll catch him, sir.
Jack?
Hey, Dev.
This was built by the Ajman. You sometimes forget that there were great civilizations of such marvelous invention before Aristea. What's up, Jack?
So, you went to university, right? I mean, duh, you were just all, this was built by the Arjman, and, I've never even heard of them.
If there's one thing my father expected of me, it was to treat history like a type of scholastic jambalaya, and just continue.
Yeah, okay. So, you know, I've read a lot of books, and, I know my numbers and stuff like that. It's just...
I don't think I've ever seen you so insecure, Jack. Is it the upcoming fight?
No. Well, yeah, kind of, maybe. Look, the thing is, Sandrak is super educated. You remember how he called me...
In our every meeting, a yipping pup. I remember.
Exactly.
In our every meeting, a yipping pup!
You didn't need to do it again. But yeah, that's, you know, I want to say something like that to him, right? Like, we're fighting and I'm all, yeah, and you're old. But not like that, obviously.
Oh, I see. An erudite put-down. A deeply cutting tit to his tat.
If that means what I think it does, then very much yes.
Well, let's make one for you. Like you say, Sandrak's very old, and he's...
A stuffed shirt.
Let's work on it. We'll give it right back to him. In our every meeting, so-and-so... Blowhard? Buffoon? Windbag?
Definitely blowhard.
Definitely. But something before it. In our every meeting, a what? Blowhard. Now, the old bit. Geriatric? Obsolescent? Fossil? Oh no, fossilized.
Obsolescent does feel like a Sandrak word.
I mean, he doesn't have a monopoly on it, but it certainly works for our purposes. I think we've got it. Let's test it out. I'm Sandra. Wait, are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm Sandrak, and I'm bursting with power, and I have that bored patrician look on my face, and I go something like, "Fools, for certain, there is no mercy, but of my white hot and branding make."
Shut the fuck up, you obsolescent blowhard! What do you think?
I mean, just telling him to shut the fuck up is pretty good. He'll absolutely hate it.
Yeah, I guess you would.
And you really sell that part of it.
Yeah, it feels good. Okay, thanks, Dev.
Happy to help. Now, get up to the control room. I'll join you shortly.
Font of Colossal, your memory in the water, singing in dreamt regret. No maps that store your thoughts or pattern, or frail aims to recollect.
All hands, this is the captain. We've sighted a fleet of Rashanian airships headed our way. Prepare to engage. Prepare to repel boarders!
Airship's got a toxin! Action stations! Action stations!
Here we go.
Jack, get to the control room and protect Selco. Zendara and I will hold off the Rashanians down here.
Got it. Gotta get to the control room.
Jack, this is stupid. Turn back. There's no reason for your people to lose their lives.
You shouldn't underestimate them. They used to be your people too, remember?
Sandrak's already started binding the font. He'll be unstoppable when he's finished, and there's nothing any of you can do.
Yeah, well, I've still got a trick or two up my sleeve. And you could help.
You know I won't.
Then stop wasting my time. Selko!
Hold still, Captain.
We're here.
The font is on the bottom of the sea, and he's holding the waters back.
He's draining the font. We gotta go. Now.
Go! Devin can steer in my stead. We'll hold off the Rashanians.
I'll do what now?
You are broken and you are bound, Dream of Kiladian. The fault of Aristea was thinking of you as anything more than a tool.
Quiet. Jack, use your mark to destroy it now!
He doesn't have any such mark, my dear.
What?
Stand down, brother. You could rejoice with me. The work is almost done.
Or you could just shut the fuck up.
Manners. Every moment of your life has existed in the orbit of my own. You cannot describe yourself without mentioning my name. I am the sole catalyst for your sense of purpose. There comes a time when any thrall buckles at their chains. But I never put them there. You see me as your enemy because I don't see you at all. A triarch. Kirkin was lucky to find you. Vision!
Great. I'm back here. The Shrouded Realm. It's just like the Pale Forest. Something about the fonts weakens the barriers between the worlds. Oh, hey. We gotta stop meeting like this. Shit! Wait! Zendara, on your feet! We've gotta go now! The sea's collapsing on itself!
Let it be your tomb.
Or, how about yours?
Get in!
Dead. He's gotta be.
Maybe not dead exactly, but extremely inconvenienced.
We lost the Binding Stone, Jack.
Found it. Hey, where's Zendara?
Already flying back to the Palathon, I suspect. Or searching for some errant Rashanian Harriers to pummel so she can work her aggressions out before speaking to Kirkin.
Wait, what?
You're joking. You completely went against orders at the Shrine Forge, Jack. And you hid it from all of us. You made us look like fools.
What? No, you mean the control mark? Sandrak's gone. We got the Binding Stone. Devin, we just won the war.
Kirkin told you to destroy it, not bring it home.
Devin.
Just go, Jack. Kirkin's going to be positively beside herself with anger when she finds out what you did. You need to take this seriously. It will go over very badly.